This Thursday, the most intense car building competition ever comes to speed. Car Warriors. All-star builders take on small-town heroes in a 72-hour race to build the ultimate dream ride. Big egos, big characters, big conflict. That's Car Warriors. Premieres February 23rd, 9 p.m. Eastern on Speed. Andrew Myers continuing to lead as we've just passed the 1 o'clock hour on the East Coast. Thanks for joining us here. Rick Allen, Phil Parsons, Michael Waltrip with you up in the booth. Dick Berggren and Jim Trado down on pit road. And we go down to Jim.
Just an update on the 22 of Jonathan Gomes. He has had a really strong run on the Heritage Cattle number 22. 10 laps into this run, guys, the car started smoking. He was in 8th. He's now up into the 6th position. Reported a really bad vibration maybe about 15 laps ago and continues to stay on the back bumper of Greg Persley. That smoke continues to billow. NASCAR officials have kept a close eye on it. He remains on the racetrack, and he's really fast with that vibration.
We heard Travis come on the radio in the first segment saying, "I've got a vibration," after they had that little bit of contact. Something new for him.
Yeah, he's used to vibrations, Rick.
Well,
he doesn't stay on paved surfaces very often.
Yeah, that's a good
you
point.
don't get many vibrations when you're up in the air, though.
Yeah, no contact with the earth.
That smoke's getting worse in Jonathan Gomez's car there. Maybe a oil line or something like that. Maybe a cracked oil pan.
Haven't seen any problems for our race leader, Andrew Myers, out in front as we're closing in on the halfway point of this second segment. Again, this segment will conclude approximately at lap 200 as we're closing in on lap 150.
What about the first 3 cars all ran within a couple hundredths of a second of each other? The first 2 tied actually on that last lap. So got some really intense competition, but lap after lap, that 77 car can just cut through traffic. It seems like he can take his car anywhere he wants. We saw Mayhew's car start to really give up. He settled in back in the 4th spot.
This Paulie Haraka just took over the 7th spot from DJ Kennington in the Napa car there.
Again, those 2 cars built by Bill McAnally.
That 12th car on Paulie Haraka has one of the composite bodies on it, Michael.
Oh, does it?
There's about 4 or 5 of them in the field.
He's got it rolling right now, too. He's really strong up off the corner sign. Put a couple of 3-car links on DJ Kennington off turn 2 there. And he's able to cut it right to the bottom there, too, and deal with that lap traffic.
Cabrera in the 53 car. See Gomez's car still smoking there right in front of this battle.
One guy who's had a very eventful day, that 98 of Chad Boat.
Hasn't he spun out a couple times?
A couple times.
He spun a couple times, and he's currently running in the 10th spot.
Started back in the 36th position.
Yeah, had to race his way in.
Wow. That's an impressive performance.
Had a great run at Iowa in the combination race. Last year finishing the 4th spot. Son of Billy Boat, longtime IndyCar competitor and winner. Go for AJ.
Fensler in the 50. Now trying to make his way back up toward the front after struggling early in this race. Going by the slower lap traffic. That's the 14 of Travis Milburn. Fensler scored in the 11th position. Still the smoke coming out of that 22 as we see Paulie Haraka make his way by.
This is for the 7th spot, trying to grab the 6th spot away from Gomez. And you know, you start getting up there in the top 5, you can think about winning this thing, especially with a car that handles as good as Paulie's does. He's able to drive really low on the track and make some progress. We don't see that a whole lot here.
Paulie had a top 10 run last year in this race, finishing in the 9th position.
We were talking to Paulie's dad earlier today, talking about his schooling. He's going to be done with school in about a year and a half at Duke. And his dad said, "I wish he'd stay in school. Keep going and get his education, continue with his education."
That's something I never really heard a whole lot of when I was a kid. My parents were just hoping I could get out of school.
Paulie made the dean's list, 4.0 at Duke last semester. Wow.
Haraka still not able to get by Milburn. Gomez, excuse me, in the 22.
That's Persley, though, right in front of this side-by-side battle.
Persley started in the 2nd position when this race began.
See if Paulie gets him cleared. Almost clears him.
They continue to race side by side. Haraka down to the bottom of the racetrack. Does he have him now? He's going to take the spot. They go down the backstretch. He claims that position, so Haraka moves into the 5th spot.
See,
Andrew Myers out in front.
Andrew just continuing to lap cars and not too far ahead. Just a couple cars up there ahead of Andrew is Travis Pastrana, and this is something too Travis has never experienced. They're going to say the leader's coming. He's probably going to say, what do you mean? He doesn't know what that means exactly, but they'll explain it to him that he better get going if he's going to stay on the lead lap and have a shot for a top 10 finish.
Amazing clean segment since the restart here.
Yeah, we've gone 61 laps. Caution free. Travis or Derek Thorne now trying to get by Jason Bowles. Bowles on the outside holding on to the position. Derek Thorne still trying to get by, and again, how dominant was Derek Thorne to start this race as those two continue to battle for second.
Jason Bowles certainly knows his way around this racetrack, a 3-time winner here in the West Series.
And Michael, I think you said it best. If you're in the top 5 for the last segment, you have got a legitimate shot at winning this race, and that's right where Derek Thorne is right now. He's running 3rd.
Well, these guys are really going to lean on those restarts, Rick. You get a restart with 25 to go, double file with a track like this where you can go 3 and 4 wide, you're going to push it. And if you're running 4th, 5th, 6th, anywhere along in there and somebody makes a slip, you can come off turn 2 with a lead.
Dick Berggren, pretty impressive performance so far for young Thorne.
Yeah, indeed, it is a solid performance for Thorne, and you might have thought that when he dropped back after leading the entire first 100 laps of this event, that there'd be frustration in his voice, frustration in the crew's voice on the radios. There has been nothing but calm. These guys are absolutely convinced that they can get the job done and win this race tonight in number 44.
We got the 9 of Sean Case slow, almost stopped in turn number 2. He's trying to get off the racetrack.
He can turn hard left here. I think
it doesn't look like he's under power, so he tries to make the hard left turn.
He needs about 2 more car lengths and he'll be out of the way.
He didn't turn hard left, Phil. There he goes.
Off the racetrack and behind the wall, so that's a good sign, obviously, for the competition staying green. A bad sign for Sean Case.
It's not a great sign for Travis Pastrana either. The leader is closed up on the cars that Travis was racing with.
Here comes Derek Thorne trying to take second away from Jason Bowles. Down to the bottom of the racetrack. Lucas Lassier right in the middle.
Going to use him for a pick, Rick?
He may do just that. What is the fastest line around? It's toward the top of this racetrack, and that's where Lucas Lassier is running. And now Jason Bowles goes to the bottom of the racetrack. Contact made. And both drivers get by Lucas Lassier. So Derek Thorne holding on to the 3rd spot. Jason Bowles still out in front in 2nd. Andrew Myers leading this field around.
Paul Haraka now has made his way up to the 4th position. He's gotten by Greg Pursley and David Mayhew.
Those two running together again.
At least for the last 2 years they have.
I can't separate them.
Myers, Bowles, Thorne, Haraka, Mayhew, your top 5.
You can see our leader has caught Travis Pastrana. Travis has been hung in behind Johnny Borneman. Can't seem to make a move on Johnny. They've now caught the lap car of Milburn.
Travis Milburn in that 14, just in front of Pastrana. You see Andrew Myers trying to get by. And here comes Pastrana. He'll follow Andrew Myers. Whoa. Be a good learning experience to try to follow that 77 of Myers.
Remember, we have a beneficiary, a free pass. If he can stay right here, right now, if the caution were to come out, he would get that free pass. So it's really important for Travis. If Andrew Myers gets by Johnny Borneman, he needs to get by Johnny Borneman too to be in position to get that free pass.
Get back on the lead lap. We saw Sean Case slow on the racetrack, and now out of his car. Dick Berggren's with him.
What happened, Sean? Can I have a hug? Can I have a hug? What happened, man? I don't know. Engine just shut off. I don't know, it's a tough deal. Can't really hear. It's just
just one of those deals. Just it's a tough break for everybody with Bob and Ducati. You know, we got in that early wreck. We were fighting our way back pretty good, but I don't know what to say. I've come out here. This is my 5th time. We always qualify well, and it's just one of those deals. If you can't come out here and win it,
Never give up. We'll see you. Never give up. We'll see you here next year.
yeah, you can't give up. Absolutely not. Just very thankful for my beautiful wife, for my beautiful baby, and I got to thank everybody with Sunrise Ford. This Torque Performance Company right here. They're going to be doing a lot of cool things this year, so look for them in many ways in 2011.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Rick?
Thanks, Dick. And I hope that wasn't uncomfortable for you. Andrew Myers still putting a few more cars a lap down now. Jason Bowles holding on to second. Thorne is third.
Here's a battle for the beneficiary position. Travis Pastrana's turned up the wick a little bit.
He's trying his best to figure this stuff out, Phil. This is trial under fire. Everybody's watching Travis to see how he's going to do. He's trying to figure out how to make a move on Borneman, something that he's never been faced with before. Just doing a great job, but not quite aggressive enough, not quite taking the lines maybe that he needs to in order to finish the pass. He gets so close, but then can't complete it.
Remember, this is a guy that's won in this series before too, Johnny Borneman. He's no slouch.
Pastrana trying to push him up the racetrack to get a little momentum.
How fun is this for Travis to see, though, and feel and learn? I mean, this is what it's all about. Needs to cut low right here, maybe use the 42.
He's got it. He's got it.
Move.
Pastrana takes the position away from Johnny Borneman. Trying to stay as the first car a lap down so that if the caution does come out, he can get back to the lead lap. We've gone 80 laps caution free in this segment as we've completed 180 laps of the 225 scheduled. Andrew Myers out in front of the pack.